Hi everyone, how are you all? So I hope you all are fine. In this live, basically we are going to talk about Indian history. I have this book. The book name is India's Ancient Past. So basically, today I'm gonna tell you some insight about the book, how you have to learn the Indian history, what is actually given in this book. I'm gonna talk about with you, right? So I'll just wait for 1 minute if people are joining. Otherwise, I'm gonna continue with this. This live basically I'm going to share with you, so you do not need to worry about it. Means after the live class, if you are not able to watch it live, then you would be able to watch later on my channel. Basically, those who have joined me very recently, let me tell you, uh, in on this channel basically we talk about Indian history, we talk about spoken English, we talk about general studies subject, we talk about geography, we talk about political science and all. So keep tuning, and if you have not subscribed the channel, then subscribe right now. So let us start with this and let us see what is there to learn today. So as far as Indian history is concerned, what we need to know about Indian history once we start reading it. First of all, one thing has to be very clear in your mind. When we start reading Indian history, you need to know what is the meaning of history, what is the meaning of prehistory, and what is the meaning of proto-history. Generally, when historians they start reading Indian history, they divide history, prehistory. They divide history in prehistory, history, and proto-history. First of all, what is the meaning of prehistory? Prehistory means when the history of that time when people they did not know the art of writing. You know very well today writing is an art, right? So if the people had no idea how to write, there is no script. Even there was a language, but there is no script. Or maybe if there is a script, they could not write, right? They had a script, but they could not write it. Then basically we use this concept. It is a prehistory. Generally, the entire Stone Age, जो पत्थर काल जो होता है, जो जिसको हम लोग पाषाण काल बोलते हैं, बेसिकली वो हमारा स्टोन एज में आता है और इसे हम लोग प्री हिस्ट्री कहते हैं. Secondly, if I talk about what is the meaning of history, history means when people have written, the people of historian people, they have written something and we were able to read it. Whatever they have written, we have understood what they have written, and because of that, we can interpret the history basically. So this is basically called history, right? Generally, the time period of Asokan period is basically it is a part of history. Now the third comes what is the meaning of proto history. प्रोटो हिस्ट्री इज़ वेरी यूनिक. व्हेन वी से प्रोटो हिस्ट्री, तो ये वो समय होता है जब लोगों ने लिखा तो सही, लेकिन हमें एग्जैक्टली ये नहीं पता कि उन्होंने क्या लिखा है. मतलब वो कुछ लिख के चले गए हैं और हमें कोई आइडिया नहीं है. इसमें हमारा एक ही पीरियड आता है इंडिया में, जो हमारा होता है हड़प्पन एज. हड़प्पन एज का जो पीरियड होता है बेसिकली उसे हम लोग प्रोटो हिस्ट्री कहते हैं. तो तीन तरह की हिस्ट्री आपको याद रखनी है. सबसे पहला होता है हिस्ट्री, जिसमें बेसिकली लोगों ने लिखा है और हम पढ़ पाते बेसिकली लोगों ने क्या लिखा है. दूसरी हमारी होती है प्रोटो हिस्ट्री, जिसमें लोगों ने लिखा तो है लेकिन हम पढ़ नहीं पाए बेसिकली उन्होंने क्या लिखा है. और तीसरी हमारी होती है प्री हिस्ट्री, जिसमें लोगों ने लिखा है और हम उसको पढ़ भी पाए बेसिकली उन्होंने क्या लिखा है. तो ये तीन तरह की हिस्ट्री आपको पता होनी चाहिए. आज जो मैं आपके संग बात करूंगा वो मैं इस बुक के बारे में बात करने वाला हूँ. बेसिकली ये बुक है इंडियाज एंशियंट पास्ट. ये जो बातें मैंने आपको बताई है कि तीन तरह की हिस्ट्री होती है, ये जो आर एस शर्मा है इन्होंने ऑलरेडी इसमें अच्छे से समझाया हुआ है. तो इसकी हम बेसिकली बात करेंगे. तो अगर हम हिस्ट्री की बेसिकली जनरल पढ़ने की अगर हम बात करते हैं कि बेसिकली पढ़ने के लिहाज पे हिस्ट्री हमारी कैसी होती है और कैसी होनी चाहिए, तो उसके लिए आपको याद रखना है हिस्ट्री को पढ़ने के लिए तीन पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करते हैं हम लोग. पहला हमारा होता है इंडियन हिस्ट्री, उसके बाद हमारी होती है मेडाइवल हिस्ट्री, और तीसरी हमारी आती है मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री. इंडियन हिस्ट्री का जो पीरियड होता है, हमारी जो एंशिएंट हिस्ट्री का जो पीरियड होता है बेसिकली, ये हमारा स्टार्ट होता है समवेयर फ्रॉम प्री हिस्ट्री. और हम ये कहते हैं कुछ बुक में हड़प्पा इससे भी स्टार्ट होता है. हड़प्पा इससे स्टार्ट होता हुआ जो इस्लामिक आक्रमण होता है हमारे पास, जो इस्लामिक इन्वेजन होता है बेसिकली, वहाँ तक की हिस्ट्री को भी बेसिकली कॉल्ड द एंशिएंट हिस्ट्री. अगर मैं आपको मोटा मोटा बताऊँ हिस्ट्री में क्या आता है, आपकी हड़प्पन सिविलाइजेशन पूरी आती है. इवन द चालकोलिथिक एज इज द पार्ट ऑफ इट, जिसको हम लोग उसके बाद ब्रॉन्ज एज जो आती है, हड़प्पन एज को हम लोग ब्रॉन्ज एज भी कहते हैं, इट इज़ अ पार्ट ऑफ इट. इसके बाद हमारा जो वैदिक पीरियड आता है, ऑल द वेदास विच वर रिटन बेसिकली दे वर द पार्ट ऑफ द व्हाट वी कॉल एंशिएंट हिस्ट्री. उसके बाद वेद को दो पार्ट में डिवाइड किया गया है. एक हमारे होते हैं अर्ली वैदिक एज और एक हमारी होती है लेटर वैदिक एज. अर्ली वैदिक एज का पीरियड आपका रहता है 1500 से लेकर 1000 बीसी के बीच में. आई होप आपको ही क्लियर है बीसी और ईडी में क्या फ़र्क है. अगर आपको इसमें भी कोई डाउट है तो डेफिनेटली आप चैनल पर जाके चेक कर सकते हैं. आई हैव ऑलरेडी अपलोडेड अ वीडियो देयर, राइट. Okay, so I was talking about early Vedic age. So early Vedic age basically it is a age when Rig Veda was written. Life was very simple. There was a Varna system, but the Varna system was not on the basis of Janma, right? It was not on the basis of Janma. Later on, after 1000 BC, then start the later Vedic age. Later Vedic age is the age basically where everything all started. The Varna system basically strictly based on the birth, right? So if somebody, you know about the four Varnas, right? Uh, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Sudras, and then untouchables, right? You know about this. So basically, what I was saying, in the later Vedic age, this all system started, and Varna system was already there in the early Vedic age. But in later Vedic age, this system became rigid, and people basically what they were doing, people started following the Varna system as per the birth. It means if somebody has taken birth in the home of what we call Brahman, then that person will be a Brahman regardless what he does, right, in his future. So that is about later Vedic age. After 500 BC, then the Janpads basically started. Janpad started forming, and there were 16 Mahajanpadas. Among all the 16 Mahajanpadas, there is one Janpad which was very popular. That is the Magad Mahajanpadas, right? You must have heard about the Chandragupta Maurya. You must have heard about the Ashoka the Great, right? They were basically called, they were the ruler of Magadha Empire, basically the present day Bihar, right? We call it a Bihar present day. So if I talk about Ashoka, or if I talk about them, then they were basically in the BCs, right? By the end of it, if I talk about 1000 BC, then there was a dark age. 200 BC, to be more specific, till 280, there was a dark age. And this was the age when first time, or before it also, when actually we had no idea what happened. Generally they are saying that, okay, this was the age of the foreign invasion. Foreign people were invading to India that time. After that, after the foreign invasion, then it starts the Gupta period. I'm talking about AD now. Now we have come to the AD part, and it is the time of AD. Now comes the Gupta period, and after the Gupta period, if I talk about after the Gupta period, then it starts uh, the Haryanka, or what we call the Pushyabhuti dynasty. I'm sorry for this. Pushyabhuti dynasty started, and the prominent ruler of the Pushyabhuti dynasty was Harsvardhana. You must have heard about him, right? So this is all after the death of Harsvardhana. Then the foreign invasion started, and the medieval or early medieval period starts, right? So overall, if I sum up, so you need to know, in ancient India there is a Harappan civilization first of all. After Harappan, there is a Vedic age. After Vedic age, there is a Buddha. I'm sorry, I could not tell you the Buddha and Jainism. About 500 BC, Buddhism, Jainism came into picture, and other sects basically came into picture. After that, there is a Magdha Empire, one of the strongest Mahajanpad, that is Magad Janpad, right? Magad basically came into being, and after that there was a Dark Age, fifth one, and sixth one is the Gupta Age, and seventh one is the age of Harsvardhana. Harsvardhana basically he was ruling from Kannauja, right? So this period basically called the ancient period, and this entire period is mentioned in this book completely, right? So if you want to go through this book, then you can definitely go through it. Let me read few points about the book. So generally, this book starts with the significance of the ancient India. Significance, why ancient India is significant. Then this book talks about modern historian of ancient India, right? I'm gonna if you want me to do complete this book, I'll do it, right? You just need to tell me in the comment section below. After that, the nature of the sources and the historian construction, matlab how histories is basically constructed. So this book has explained so well. For example, what we need, this book has talked about the material remains, talked about the coins, inscription, the literary sources I just talked about, Vedic age and all. And after that, the inscriptions, the rock inscriptions, right? And the Ashoka's rock inscription and all. By the way, from Ashoka's rock inscription, basically our history started. I'm not talking about proto or prehistory. When James Princip finally deciphered the Ashokan script, right? The Brahmi script, the Kharoshti script, then basically it started. This book has explained this very well. And then the foreign accounts and the Buddhist life, basically they have talked about. Then linguistic background is extremely important. You know very well, there is a family of language. There is a Indo-Aryan family, there is a Dravidian family. For example, the Hindi we speak today, it is nothing but it is a Indo-Aryan family, right? So this, right? So I hope now you've understood what is the chronology of India's ancient past. If you like this video, then definitely you can share this video with all of your friends. If you want me to make more videos like this, please let me know in the comment section below. I will basically I will surely make it, and I will try to make it, chapter by chapter if you want me to do it like this, right? So that is all for today. Thank you so much for being with me. I'll see you again. Thank you. Bye bye.